Welcome back. Sometime between the last episode and today's recording, it dawned on me that I haven't built any more of these insect farms for quite some time. I'm probably hemorrhaging food, but so far it looks like I'm kind of okay. So we're producing, I think, 4.4 over 5 cycles. And using 6 by the look of it. So it's not too bad, but we definitely want to think about getting more at some point because we are getting more population. Yeah, interesting things going on because this sector also obviously needs food and isn't currently producing any. And I'm aware from reading the tutorial that there is a concept of specialization, which I'm not quite sure how it works. But basically, if you have a lot of a certain building in a sector, you get some sort of bonus. Now, I don't know how many I need of this particular building and so on and so forth, but I'm wondering if either Sector 2 or Sector 3 should just become my farming community. And with that in mind, I also realized that, okay, I don't have a lot of science to spend at the moment, but somewhere along the way there will be better farms or something. I obviously don't know what all of these ones are right now, but with I've been trying to limit how much I read about Ixion because I want to go through this as a sort of reaction video as well, but I'm aware that there are other types of farmers, not just insects. There's an algae farm, for example. But yeah, at the moment, all we've got is the insect farm and the mess. Anyway, doesn't look like I'm in critical need at the moment. I think there's not a lot of room left in Sector 1 anyway, so I may as well think in terms of making Sector 1 the farming community if I can even fit any more in here. That button. So I can get I can get 2 more here. Sadly I can't fit one. Oh, actually I can if I move that road. Okay, let's move that road. Give that a second to build before we get rid of the old one. Right, and then should be able to fit that one there. Cool. Now if I look at these, nope, that still doesn't tell me. Yeah, like I say, I don't know how and why and where the specialization thing kicks in. I just know it exists. Now meanwhile, that's producing alloy from iron. We've got 126 in here. This is now collecting. Cool. Right, you're doing stuff. Cool. Alright. I think we can get away with building another stockpile in here. Yeah, I'm just going to be reasonably consistent and put it here, I think. Do I want it there or there, or I really don't know. It's going there for now. I'm expecting there'll be a road up and down here, which is why I'm trying to leave a gap. Cool. That one, when it's ready, is going to hold iron. Cool. I imagine by now I have a probe to launch. No, I don't. Amazing. Ah, they take polymers, don't they? This thing, yes, that needs polymers. Okay. So that's one way I could potentially have screwed myself. Let's see, we're getting carbon from there. We're getting, or we can get carbon from there. Why are you... Okay, I'd say that mining ship needs to return because if I can click on it, yeah, it's returning to Tikkun because it needs to be maintained. Cool, that's fine, that's fine. Do we want a second mining ship? There are a lot of things to mine currently. I'm not sure that I necessarily need to mine them faster. And there's not a lot of sciencey things available. Alright, let me think in terms of this. I want to prioritize that, thank you. I also still want to prioritize iron. Yep, that'll do for the moment. Yes, okay. I'm sort of pausing because I'm thinking about the next technology. We have just about finished this. When that's finished, I think well, there's only one choice anyway, but look of it, so I better do the Idaho black box. When it's ready, any moment now. 99% watching the progress bar not tick over. Getting flashbacks to the 1990s with downloading anything on an old modem. Are you stuck because you've got too much waste? Yes. You're purging waste. Okay. At some point in the future I should be able to manage waste differently, but I don't have the technology for that. Hooray, okay. Now, electronics factory. Well, I'm going to start on the black box because I'm running out of science anyway. And does it produce one science every 30 cycles even if I'm researching at the same time? That I really do not know. Nevertheless...
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Really? Okay. An insect farm, yes. This one, that has only just been built, has managed to have a breakdown already. That's so helpful. I've got plenty of workers. I'm still producing more people. I need to think about housing and all that too. Alright. I don't think there's much I need to worry about just at the second. So, yes, factories. Now that we have that science, we can build the polymer refinery, which is apparently huge. Oh no, it's not that big. Okay. Right. Nope, that is not going to fit there. I can fit it here, but then I take up that space. Yeah, I'm being indecisive. Okay. Let's stop being indecisive and just focus on actually getting things moving. We definitely require resource management of polymers. No, not polymers, carbon. Carbon needs to go from here to here. I don't even have any. Okay, never mind. This should not be in here. Oops, wrong button. Let me move that from here to here, I think. Because I believe I needed polymers to make my ships at one point. Yes, that was why I moved it in here. But
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
okay. That was unexpectedly quick, considering I didn't think I had enough science to do it. Unlocked. Okay. Alrighty. So we built another ship and sent it off somewhere. Cool. Despite the damage done... Right. Send an expedition to Jupiter. Well, we can do that. And we can start on this in the meantime. Right. That would be space view. One or both of my thingies, science ships are... Oh, Jupiter's not where I thought it was. Yep, you can go over there, or I can look at this one, which is, yeah, I think that's the more appropriate one to send right now. I think that one should come back to Tycoon. Or Tycoon, whichever way it's pronounced. I really don't know that word, I'm not familiar with it at all. Okie dokie. Now this one's full of trash. Okay. I would like to be able to do something about that, but I don't know how. Because if I remember correctly, I'm not allowed to select this until a policy has been selected. And I don't know how policies work. How about I make that a store for carbon, since we're expecting to collect carbon soon. And I better check on my population. I've got nearly 40 extra workers, and there are 6 of them injured at the moment, which is worrying. I guess that was from the accident earlier. Which reminds me, did I build an infirmary here? Yes, I did.
Warning, a sector is being overworked.
Yep, cool. Let's switch that off for a second.
Science ship has arrived at its destination.
I don't have any carbon for it to work on anyway, so that's all right. We definitely require more people here, though. Even without that. Alright, cool. We have people, let's move them. From 1 to 2, I want to move... Yeah, any crew will do. Let's move... Did I say I had 30 extra? Hang on. Yeah, I can move 30. technology researches very quickly, but that's going to be stuck on 31 out of 45 for a while, I suspect, given that I have no science left to spend. Meanwhile... Right. What buildings was I hoping to build in here? I kind of like the idea of having multiple probe launchers along here and just spamming them out so I can search the whole solar system, galaxy, whatever, very quickly.
Population transfer complete.
I'm also tempted by the idea of just having more, what are they, docking bays, so that I can have more spaceships. Because the faster I can mine and collect resources, the faster I can produce more alloys, more carbon, more polymers, and so on and so forth, and build more stuff. It seems like a possible way of doing things. But obviously right now, the priority is actually getting some of the carbon. And I don't have a storage bay for carbon in here, do I? Let's fix that. Again, with the roads being in awkward spots. I want both of you to take on that. And now that we have 122 of 105 here, this requires 15. We can just switch it on, but again, we don't have anything to put in there at the moment. And incidentally, how is my hull going? Pretty damn good. That's nice to know. Alright, back out here. Jupiter. Alright. Everything's shut down except the industrial zone. Okie dokie. Does that mean we're going to get a bunch of stuff? Where is my Omnitron? I am less interested in those than that. Yeah, I definitely need a second one of these. Stop doing the ores and give me the carbon, please. I need carbon so I can make more ships. You two are both carrying stuff. Alright, cool. Does it tell me how much they're carrying? You're carrying iron, you're carrying iron. Deprioritize that, please. I think it's time to just speed up the game. Hang on, no. Now we've got home speed on again. Sector 2 needs more housing, well that's easy to fix. Could fit it in that gap, but I was thinking a road would go through there. I can fit them up here. Yes, speed up.
Science ship team has completed a task.
There we go. Okay, in my sort of peripheral vision while I was reading that first sentence, I saw these robotic arms here, and I was thinking they looked a lot like crickets or mantises or something. Like, what aliens am I dealing with? Oh, that's just machinery. Okay. Okay, so Ixion is the code name for the Vol engine. All right. I need to send a mining ship here. All right. Cool. Hang on, didn't it say I have to send a mining ship? Yeah, one of our mining ships. Well, my mining ships are very occupied right at the moment, so I'm going to exit from there and leave that incomplete for the moment. Incomplete, whichever. Yes. I have no polymers. I need to start being sensible, because this thing's going to keep building. Let's switch off auto build. In fact, just switch off the building entirely. There's an idea. Which means I can then switch off this transfer for now. I want that place to have as much polymer as possible, which weirdly is going up all of a sudden. Did I just receive some? That would be good timing. Okay, this can now build one of them. Sort of regret building the second science ship, but at the time it seemed like a good idea because there was multiple things to do. And you're still suffering from housing issues. Alright, but that's Sector 1 now. It'd be nice if I could put them along here in this gap of 3, but I can't get a route to them. There and there. Yeah, alright. Once those are built and I've built up my population again, I think it might be time to start opening Sector 3. Yes, you, please, go get me more of that. So what does hydrogen make, if anything? Nobody knows. Alright. Yeah, I want the carbon first. I can wait on the Jupiter thing. Also, meanwhile, this should be able to resume. Why is it not doing its thing? Oh no, I misread something. I thought I had I might have seen. Nope. I genuinely do not know what I saw. I thought I saw there was 60 something. Maybe I looked at that by mistake. Alright, again, let's speed up. Try to get the carbon sorted out. These two are still collecting. Okay. Did I prioritize? Yes, I see. Weird that it's not going to that one first, but whatever. How's my population going? 53 non-workers. Yep. Definitely think it's going to be time to open up Sector 3 soon. What do I need to do that? This. 2 of them. Yep. Okay. We can do that. Just some food. Sure. 40 people. Sure.
An accident
we got
has
plenty of
occurred
that.
in the tycoon.
Really? Docking bay disabled? Well, that's annoying. That seems to have resolved itself quickly. How is the wounded people going? Nope, that's all good. Right, we've got none of that. Yay, I think things are starting to function. Okay, this can be switched on. This is unable to build anything because it's full. And you've got a housing problem here as well. Nope, that's Sector 1 again. Okay, definitely time to make sure we're not speeding through the game too quickly and to... Why does this have extra hours? Okay, we'll send some more here first. As soon as I find the right button, which is this one. I need to move some more people from Sector 1 to Sector 2. And let's just go with 20 for the moment. Speed that up because I want it done.
Population transfer complete.
Right. So you have 130, 119. Okay, 9 of them are injured, which is probably not helping my cause right now. Alright. I guess I just transferred a bunch of non-workers, which didn't help. I need to move some workers across. Let's move at least 10. Let's make it 15. Woo! I expected that to go up by 1 at a time, not 5. From 1 to 2, please. Nearly did it backwards. Okay. So that will bring me up to... Still not quite enough, I think. Or just over enough, sorry. This sector has barely enough. Alright, nope, we wait a bit longer before we open Sector 3. this would require 9. Yeah, definitely need more people. And I'm starting to run out of cryogenic pods, so that means opening Sector 3 is actually probably not possible just yet. Alright.
Population transfer complete.
Cool. Now we've got homeless again. Yep, that's fine. Let's solve that. Do we have the working conditions back to where they should be? Yes, barely. Yep. I always find I want to just sort of rotate the camera sort of 5-10 degrees around. It's a bit of a weird sort of angle. Like I want this side of the thing to line up with that side of the thing. Okay. Out here, that's all fully mined. That's all fully mined. Yes. Now we're probably back to collecting. Oh no, they're still collecting that. That's fine. You're still collecting iron. That's fine. Okay. So what are my mining ships doing then? Your only job was to do that. Yeah. Now I should be able to do this. Hopefully it will let me pick. Yes. That one, please. Okay. Hurry up, little ship. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Right, cool. It's doing its thing. Again, that'll take a little bit of time, but I should probably be looking at something else while we're waiting. Yes, this place is running out of food. Okay, pause. Food. I think I'm just running out of food in general. I'm confused. 1 food feeds 15 people. Yeah, 13 food is required to feed all 195. There are 13 food here. There's 37 there. Why are you telling me I don't have enough? I'm confused. I really don't know. Okay. Well, I don't seem to be able to do anything about that, so I will just let the game run in case it's just trying to move food around or something. I am... 25 consumed per meal, but is that just in this sector? No, this is 22. Yeah. 7 are produced per cycle. Meals, I think, were every 5 cycles. 7 by 5, 35. That should be pretty stable, I think. Yeah, not sure. There's food here, there's food there. I don't see the problem. Unless maybe it was broken or something, but I don't recall hearing it get broken. Resolve. I don't seem to be able to actually interact with that one. There's something else.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay. Meal cycle. Right. Why can't I flick this switch?
A science ship team has completed a task.
Now it's switched. I don't know what was going on there. Okay. Let's check on this one and make sure that's also on. There we go. I think I was just being impatient, clicking too quickly. Also, I was looking at the wrong sector that whole time. Okay, now there's homeless. 2 of 332. No, that's also sector 1. Why has it got a 2 above it? Ah, 2 people. Right. Fair enough. Okay. It'd be nice if it had housing listed. Maybe it's listed here. Nope. Nope. Okay. 249, 226. That's 23 spare workers. Sector 2 has 13 spare workers. That's not enough to open a new sector. Okay, what would this like me to do? Okay, sure. Move or die. Well, I can't move yet. How's that going, incidentally? Cool. Alright. Let's collect the science.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Stop having accidents, people. It's very interruptive. Can I fit one more of these anywhere? Not without moving something. Okay, gonna have to start putting some in here. I don't want to. Alrighty, this does not currently need to be switched on. That does not currently need to be switched on. That will, once I sort something out. That doesn't really need to be switched on, and probably never needed to be switched on. Cool. I've got multiple. Yes, I have multiple. Wow. Okay, they do need to be switched on, but they just need to change job. Start doing that. Start doing this. Where am I? That one. Tutorial food? What? Yes. Is that because I have suddenly just completed this?
New upgrades
Yay.
are available for research.
Cool. It makes sense to me to want to build. Yes, okay, thank you. Converts 6 waste into 9 food. Sounds useful. Let's see. Farm. Let's go with the waste option first. I do not have enough science at the moment. Yes, that is true. I was collecting some, but I don't think it was enough. Okie dokie. Tiquin needs to be in orbit of Jupiter. Oh, right. There's a way of moving. Like that. Do I have any reason to stay at the moon beyond the fact my ships are traveling all over the place? No, not really. Let's go. Yes, we will be powered during using batteries during that time. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see why people would get a little bit depressed if the Earth and the moon look like that. And my batteries are going to run out well before I get there. And my hull integrity is about to go splat. Oh no, that's just minus... okay. Yeah. I needed more batteries for this. I don't think I can just stop in the middle of nowhere. Or orbit a... I wonder if I can orbit an asteroid. Well, I learned a few lessons there. We made it somehow. I feel like there must have been consequences for running out of power, but I'm not sure what the consequences were. And now I am aware that I need to build more batteries. And again, they don't fit anywhere. If I put one here... No, that's not going to work. Okay, well, I can fit a house or something there. Yes. Let's just try not to move that far in future. I think that might be lesson 1. This place also wants more than one battery. I can fit some in here. That uses up a little bit of my alloy, which is good, because I've got too much now. How homeless people in Sector 1. Right, have we solved the Sector 1 problem or not? This can be switched off for the time being, so can that. I have... Yes, I have enough. Let's jump across and click that. Do it. And I should probably go and have lunch, so let's pause here.